Hello, my esteemed guests. My name is Mr. Laveau, and welcome to the soothing cove that is Orgaysis. Today we're playing Tri-City Monsters, and as you can see here, it is an 18 plus game. It will be going to the not safe for work category. And I guess anything I can't show here, I'll just put up on Patreon. But yeah, I love when I find a game that has like my backpack LGBT peoples. But I never played this game before, so I don't know what will pop up. Well, I do remember some of the things on the page stating that there will be strong language and very graphic sexual scenes. So I got stuff to censor. Okay, but before we get started, I did see when I went to options to change the audio, it went straight to the gameplay stuff, and I'll place my name here, my pronouns, and my body type. And I was like, oh my gosh. For all intents and purposes, I don't know, there's gonna be voice acting that try to pronounce names on that. Oh, that's what you mean by body type. Okay. You know, phallus. Um, in text after choices. I would say stop at choices. One of the things that they ask about. It's like, you really just skip through this game like that? I don't know. But let's go back to main menu. I'm glad I looked through it. Oh, now I could go into chapters now that I set that up. Interesting. But we're gonna start. Please enter your name. This can be changed anytime in game through the options menu. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's good. That's good. Here, and you can change it later. During sex scenes, what type of body do you want your character to have? This can be changed anytime in game through options. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. They thought it through. I thought a couple of weeks in the Tri-City area would be enough to get used to it. I love that I could change my name anytime. Like if other games had that, as much as y'all see me like change my name and introduce myself in different ways, that's a very nice touch. But I overestimated my ability to explore it in such a short amount of time. I didn't read the tip. Control tab. But oh, that skips. Okay, let's roll back. Uh, uh. My bad, y'all. Hello, Big City Blues. Take two. About a couple weeks in the Tri-City area would be enough to get used to it, but I overestimated my ability to explore it in such a short amount of time. I feel like I barely scratched the surface. Oh, why did... Okay, that's probably just my mouse doing that. I feel like I've barely scratched the surface and a lot of cityscape remains uh, in enigmatic or enigmatic, something like that. I don't know. I'll look it up. I remind myself to fight off the feeling of being overwhelmed. Getting anxious won't help me settle in. It's two different sentences. I remind myself to fight off the feeling of being overwhelmed. Getting anxious won't help me settle in. But damn, sometimes moving really sucks. I will make sure, like, if the language crosses my own boundaries, I just won't say that. But yeah. Again, I'm not getting paid to do it, honey. The answer's no. Okay, the anchor. And in other news, more sightings of the Lower East End's alleged cryptid have made the rounds on social media. While most locals are enthused by the attention, there are some who warn of real danger. I saw it! It was a werewolf! It screamed like a banshee and overturned the hot dog cart on the corner. I took one look and ran like the devil was chasing me. Who is this? Like the light, the way it's capturing your face. Like I see the nose and the eye. It took me a minute to see it, but I was just like, who is this? Um, Okay, well, I definitely didn't have my own neighborhood cryptid sightings until I moved here, so that's one neat thing, I guess. And now, the latest on the mayor's sordid affair scandal with one subordinate and an officer from the Tri City Police Department. Dang. Details are still coming to light. Messy, okay. My hand hovers over the remote. I was gonna say lovers, that's my hand lovers. My hand hovers over the remote. Seems like the political world as usual, doesn't it? But I'm also kind of fascinated by the drama, right? Me too. A package reportedly containing recordings, text messages, and payment evidence was deliberately sent to multiple news outlets over the weekend by an anonymous party. Dang, got set up. The screen cuts away from the anchor to show various clips of the mayor attending various events. That's what you get for cheating, girl. Check out the check out the help menu. I would say I would want the. Let's see. No, no, no. Hand hovers. Okay, I'm not seeing it pop up anymore, but I would like the help stuff, the tips to kind of stay there until I click it off or something. Cause I'm looking down, I'm reading the subtitles. Like y'all watch like anime sub or stuff like that, or live action is like English sub at the bottom. I'm too busy reading that to look up and see what that says. Okay. The screen cuts away from the anchor to show various clips of the mayor attending various events. I'm only half paying attention, but in two of the clips, I'm struck by the shockingly beautiful man standing next to the mayor with a serene smile on his shapely lips. Whoever he is, he stands out like a sore thumb, even amongst the rest of the city's wealthy public figures. He's tall and composed, with perfect posture and athletic, or is it athletic? Athletic taste in clothing. I gotta look up these words. They say read a damn book, Laveau. um, but damn, this man is a solid 10 in the sea of unremarkable people. And then the news program ends and I'm left in darkness. It's not all that late, but I could probably use the rest. I have errands to run tomorrow, and getting settled has left me pretty exhausted. Chapter book Mark Group Breach, meaning Mori. Okay. Again, like it fades, and I could probably read it quicker. Maybe I should do it. I'll read it in my head quicker and then say it. What is that? Something like a heartbeat is throbbing rhythmically, and for a moment I lay still, letting the sound wash over me. Sleep is still heavy in my brain, and is making it hard to think clearly for a second before the answer comes to me. A bass line. Someone's playing music on one of the floors above, very loudly. I sit up stiffly. It's 1 a.m. I've only been asleep for a couple hours, and that music is so loud I can feel the vibrations in my bed frame. Now that I'm listening, I can hear people yelling, and it becomes clear that there's a full blown party happening. I groan. I vaguely recall that I saw a flyer near the mailboxes downstairs, a rooftop party with live bands. I have no idea how late it's too late to be making that much noise, but they don't seem ready to stop anytime soon. That's it's just very interesting because like it is advertised, but like in a residence, in a residential spot, that is like a problem or an issue. I mean, make your coin where you gotta make it, but it's like you are keeping people up. And it would be cool if you like hosted like your main event within appropriate hours, and then y'all could just like chill out as late as y'all want because you're not bothering nobody else after. Anyway, I have no idea how late it's too late to be making that much noise, but they don't seem ready to stop anytime soon. Sleeping is impossible like this. I'm going up there to tell him to shut up. Might as well check it out, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. I'm peeved. You woke me up. So I'm annoyed. I know it's Friday. Well, Saturday at this point. Hmm. Hmm. That's another thing I thought I was saying. What if it was like the weekend? Because I could see it was like a work day, like a work week day, but like a weekend, I could kind of see it, but like at the same time. Again, if y'all could just like chill out after a certain time. Like, I know parties can go into late, but like I could see things cooling off at around 1 a.m., 1 maybe 2 a.m. Like, just chill out, you know? You ain't got to keep everybody else up. But that is just entirely too loud to be going on this late. Not everyone works Monday through Friday. That part too, especially in this day and age. And I really, really want to sleep. And you have every right to want that sleep. I roll out of bed and make myself publicly decent. Girl. Even in the hallway, I can hear the constant thump of the bass, and it only gets louder when I go into the elevator. The music and voices get louder with each passing second. And when the doors slide open, I'm immediately blasted by a wall of noise. People are cheering, jumping, drinking copiously. That's a lot of people for a rooftop party. Why the tree there? Is that a prop? How tall is the building? Holy shit, this is the wild party. Got me out in my damn bonnet. There's a tiny stage. This is like, when it's this big, I can see people just calling the cops. You know, I can see people, like, this is like a professional tier party going way into the night. People trying to sleep. I could see people calling the cops for this because just fear. Like, what if I get pushed out of a party and one of the people that came here decided to go too far? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with bullshit. There's a tiny stage set up with several amps, and like, this is not the same thing as talking to a neighbor who's playing too loud on their piano or something like that. You know, that's the one person you can talk to and just like person to person just talk that out. But this is a whole ass party. They're not gonna listen to me. They're gonna say, "Oh, you're being a bummer," da da da, and kick me out. There's a tiny stage set up with several amps and mic stands at the back. Or at the back, there's an empty and battered drum set. While there might have been a live band here at some point, music blares out of the speaker system from a laptop that's been connected. The crowd is no joke either. That's what I'm saying. That's too many people for you by yourself to try to stop. There's a lot of people up here, considering the roof isn't all that large, maybe 100, maybe a little more than that. It's a complete reversal from the space during the daytime. There's a couple benches and lounge chairs up here for the residents, but I've never seen more than a couple people here at once before now. Most people are kind of bopping near the sound system, but there seems to be a particular buzz coming from the fringe, near the edge of the building. Whatever is keeping the party going is off to the side, obscured by a group of people that are shouting and clamoring excitedly. What, are we gonna pull the plug? Curious, I can't help but move towards the amped up crowd, if only to learn what could possibly be worth all the racket. As I approach, I realize they're chanting something. Maury, Maury, not Maury. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm never letting that go. I thank you for that joke. I'm never letting that go. Like, chug, 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 chug. Ah. Oh no, he's hot. I have to stand on my tiptoes, my tippy toes, to see, but it quickly becomes clear that someone is doing this, doing the time-honored tradition of performing a keg stand. Actually, I gotta hand it to the kickstander. He's doing it without any help. He's braced in a wobbly handstand, legs swaying slightly in the air above him. A number of studded and spiked belts are sliding up his abdomen, apparently not doing much to keep his pants in place. Girl. his shirt has fallen up, exposing his happy trail, okay, and like 90% of his stomach. The keg tap is firmly in his mouth and his cheeks hollow with his steady gulping. His hands clench tight on the keg's rim as his upper body strength I think is has to be right there. And his upper body strength is enough for him to make this look surprisingly easy. The crowd continues to shout encouragement for several long moments before the keg stander dismounts with a drunken but sure-footed fluidity, stumbling slightly on the spot. And that he's just as loud as the crowd in his inebriation. It's how a keg stand is done. Okay, we can pause here. Thank you guys for watching. I guess we finally met Maury. What an introduction. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like, comment, sub, and share. If you enjoyed this game, then let me know by or if you enjoyed this game and you'd like to play it for yourself, you can do so via the pin link down below. I believe that is all I have to say. So I'll see you guys in the next video.